Good Monday Matters. I hope you had a wonderful Sabbath and are looking forward to a new week and all the things that God has in store for you. This is Mike Courtney, and this is Monday Matters. Every Monday, I take a few minutes and talk about something to make your life happier, healthier, and a little bit holier. I haven't apologized for a long time, so this is probably a good time to do it. I don't know why I do this. I don't feel like I have something deeply profound to offer. I just think it's something I'm supposed to do. And actually, that's kind of the topic of what I want to talk about today is just the idea of discipleship, of learning. In my old age, I have become obsessed with the importance of discipleship, of teaching and training. Yesterday, Saturday, you'll see this on Monday, but on Saturday, I did just the funnest thing. Is funnest a word? I did the funnest thing. I had a couple men, young men, that had said, "Would you be willing to mentor me, to do discipleship with me?" And I said, "Well, let's do it as a group. Here's an idea. You invite somebody else. I'll invite somebody else. So that'll be 6 of us, and we'll call it 6 men, 6 hours." And we spent 6 hours together yesterday. Basically going over 3 questions. How did you come to know Christ? What do you struggle with most in your life? And what advice would you give to this group? It was terrific. These young men were bright and deep and smart, and I learned from it. That's discipleship. Discipleship is one beggar telling another beggar where he found bread. It's just saying, this is what God is doing in my life, and I want to share that with you. I believe that's important, and as I have gotten old, that's come to be vitally important to me. I think we're missing it. I think in the church, in the modern church, we don't do discipleship as well as we once did. We don't have Sunday school anymore, which I understand. That's kind of, there are other ways. Sunday school is not the only, but Sunday school was a primary way to do discipleship. We don't have that anymore. And if you're in a life group, make it a discipleship group. Tell your life group leader you want to do discipleship. Acts chapter 2, verse 42. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, to fellowship, to breaking of bread, and prayer. I say this is what the church does: discipleship, worship, fellowship, discipleship, fellowship, worship, and prayer. Discipleship, fellowship, worship. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, that's discipleship, to fellowship, obvious, to the breaking of bread, that's the communion, the worship together, and to prayer. And, we don't pray bad. We fellowship pretty well. We worship great. Worship has become a real art in the church. We worship great. We just don't do discipleship. And so I wanted to talk to you for just a minute about five reasons why discipleship is so important, and encourage you, if you are not involved in active, intentional discipleship, to do that. The first reason is that discipleship strengthens your relationship with Christ. Doris and I have been married 47 years. I have found the way that I love her more is by learning more about her. I'm still learning stuff about her. I want to continue to learn about Jesus. I want to strengthen my relationship by studying his word, by understanding him better. Discipleship does that. It strengthens your relationship with God. And it is a crucial reason to do that. Paul says, "Follow me as I follow Christ." As you follow Christ and get to know him better, then other people are going to be able to do that, which kind of leads me to the second thing. Discipleship equips you for ministry and leadership. I don't know what I have to offer in ministry if it's not discipleship, if it's not the relationship that I have with Jesus and how to impart that to other people. Discipleship prepares you, equips you. I don't care if you're a parking lot greeter, a nursery worker, a worship leader, singing in the choir, whatever. Discipleship prepares you for that. And it's important to dig deeper, to know more. Here's the third thing. Discipleship cultivates spiritual maturity and humility. The more I know I don't know. The closer I get to God, the further away I realize I am. And discipleship helps me to become more spiritually mature, but also helps me to be more humble. Discipleship creates community. We get to know one another. We connect to one another. Discipleship is uh, one person sitting with another person, shoulder to shoulder. We sat in a room yesterday. These 6 men in a circle, shoulder to shoulder, told stories, laughed, got to know each other better, dug into our walk with God, to Scripture. Discipleship builds community. And then here's the last thing. Discipleship helps you to live a committed, purposeful life. My father-in-law, who was such a godly man, he was a discipler, and he would pray all the time. Only one life will soon be passed. Only what's done for Christ will last. My purpose is to pour into other people the thing that Jesus is doing to me, doing in me. So discipleship, it's crucial. Get involved in it. Here's a way. This is not a paid political announcement, but it sure sounds like it. On Sunday night, May the 18th, I'm beginning a second group of discipleship classes. We did about 6 classes in January and February. This is going to be just 4 classes. The first 6 sessions, we talked about the nature of God. We're going to talk about the nature of man, what it means to be a human being. Functional trichotomy, how we operate. That's a phrase I learned from Don Wellman 50 years ago. How we function as human beings as a trichotomy. What it means to be saved, what it means to be sanctified, how God works in our. We're going to spend 4 weeks talking about that on Sunday nights, May the 18th, May the 25th, June the 1st, and June the 8th. It's going to be in person if you want to come to branches, but it's also going to be Zoom. If you'd like to know more about that, then message me, text me, call me, something. I'd love for you to be a part of that. But 4 weeks of discipleship. Listen, I'm not going to teach you something you don't know. I'm not smart enough to do that. What I am hoping to do is to challenge you to say, continuing to learn and continuing to grow is important in my walk with God, and then pouring that into other people is as well. So Sunday evening discipleship starting in a few weeks. Whether you do that or do something else, become a disciple and become a discipler. It's what we are supposed to do. It's what grows us in our faith. It's what makes us better men and women for God. Thanks for being a part of it. Monday Matters is kind of a discipleship thing. I see it as that. Thanks for being a part of this. I'll post something every day about discipleship. God bless you. Have a wonderful week.